Okay, I'd like to get started and just, I'm more excited today about LifeWave than I was 15 years ago. And for the last 15 years, LifeWave is really like a brand new opportunity today. It's an exciting opportunity because of the LifeWave X39 stem cell patch. But that doesn't diminish, the power of all of the other LifeWave patches that have over 80 clinical studies and 15 years behind them, and patents, and literally tens of thousands of users over the last 15 years. But today, what's really taking this company to the moon, without a doubt, is the excitement behind the X39 stem cell patch. So before I get into that, I'm going to quickly attempt to go through the other patches because I really want to talk about the X39, but I think it's important just to begin this with the discussing the other patches. So when we got started with LifeWave, the first patch we got started with was the Energy Enhancer patch, and this was developed by David Schmidt back in 2002 and introduced through network marketing in 2004. And this patch was made famous because it was in the U.S. Women's Olympic swim team. They were using this patch, and in the swim trials, in the Olympic swim trials, the other coaches were complaining to the Olympic committee that the U.S. team were doping. So that ended up being a worldwide controversy, which actually was good news for LifeWave because it ended, basically that created a lot of media exposure, and the patches ended up being tested by the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency and the World Anti-Doping Agency, and they found that the Energy Enhancer patches contained no prohibited substances, and that nothing entered the body. So since then, LifeWave patches have been used by Olympic athletes and professional athletes around the world. Even David Beckham caused a big controversy and helped LifeWave when he took off his shirt after a game and showed that he was wearing the Energy Enhancer patches from LifeWave on his chest, and he was on the front page of newspapers all over Europe, with arrows pointing at these patches. What are these? So since then, LifeWave's been constantly used in professional and amateur sports and in the Olympics throughout the world. But what you'll notice is that most professional and amateur athletes will attempt to hide them. Just like the last time that in the World Series that Germany won, that was the first time that Germany, the entire team, all wore the LifeWave patches. And they were not expected to win. They were an underdog. And I believe that was their secret weapon. There's no question about it. And you can actually find photographs online where you can see, where their uniforms were pulled back and exposed that they were, wearing the LifeWave patches. Excuse me. Now, when we had so many people around the world, so many athletes using the Energy Enhancer patch, this goes back, 14 years ago, what happened was, because they're, in sports, there's a lot of injuries, all of these athletes were reporting back to LifeWave saying that it's amazing that when they're wearing the Energy Enhancer patches, that it was also helping with their pain and inflammation with their injury. And so LifeWave, David Schmidt went back to the drawing board and tweaked the Energy Enhancer patch to develop the IceWave patch for pain, which increased the strength of the patch pain relieving properties. And since then, LifeWave really became known, more so by the IceWave patch than anything else on the marketplace. And for myself, I thought the Energy Enhancer patches in the beginning were kind of cool. It was kind of alternative to the energy drinks at the time, which were the latest, they were just coming on the scene. But the Ice Wave patch is something that, as soon as that patch became available, my wife and I started using the Ice Wave patch instead of drugs, because we were constantly using ibuprofen and aspirin with codeine for our back pain. We had chronic back pain, and the Ice Wave patch eliminated our need to constantly be taking these painkillers. So Ice Wave definitely is an alternative to not only non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and aspirin and others, but also opioids. And that's a major epidemic out there, and LifeWave is a non-drug answer to that. And not only that, it works just as quickly, if not quicker, than any drug out there, because the patches use phototherapy. They actually have the results are almost instantaneous. I use the Ice Wave patches for demonstration very often, and I simply will put these patches, by the way, are in pairs, just like the Energy Enhancer patches come in pairs. By the way, you have with the Energy Enhancer, it's sort of a lighter tan color. You have the light tan and the white patch. With the generally with the Energy Enhancer patches, you got white on the right, sort of rhymes, white on right, tan on left, and that's the way those are worn. You can tell the Ice Wave patches, you have white and tan as well, or it's a lot more like a brown. The brown is the negative patch, and the white one's positive. If you're placing these on your back for pain, I often do that because I had chronic back pain, and when I fly and things like that, also, if I'm on some of these long trips, 15, 20-hour flights to Asia, and sitting in those seats so long, I'll start to get back pain, and I'll just grab a pair of these, and I'll reach around my back, and I'll put the white one on the right, tan on the left. I'll reach around the back and just place them there, and literally I have instant pain relief. And you can feel the cooling when you have inflammation in your back, and you put these on. You can feel the cooling as the inflammation goes down, and that's why they're called Ice Wave. And the Ice Wave patch is because it's named that because of the cooling effect of dropping the inflammation exactly where you place these patches. So it's a great patch for demonstration. If somebody, no matter where you are, if you're carrying a couple pairs of these patches with you, it's the best demonstration of all the LifeWave patches because it's so instantaneous. Literally within a minute or two, most people are going to see significant pain. At the very max, usually it's 5 or 10 minutes, and they're going to see significant pain. And just on that note, there was actually a study done by Dr. Pierre Volkmann, who's a world-renowned pain specialist and worked as a pain specialist for the French government. And he did a double-blind, placebo-controlled, randomized study on the Ice Wave patches in 4 hospitals. And he's a director of many hospitals. He chose 4 hospitals with 100 patients with osteoarthritis pain. And the patches were placed in the study by doctors on these patients. 50 of them were given the placebo. The other 50 were given the actual Ice Wave patches. And the results of this study were spectacular, really statistically significant, because over 94% of the participants in this study had a reduction of pain in 10 minutes or less. Really incredible. And that's why this product is something that is really such a great product to demonstrate, because just put a pair of these on somebody, on their back, on their shoulders, on their knee or elbow, tennis elbow, you name it, and you can get almost immediate results. I don't know if you noticed this, but I've got some tape on this. I just wanted to show you. What I'll do is I'll put a little bit of the medical tape on the patch, and these are phototherapy patches, by the way, so nothing enters the body, and I'll explain that later. But you can these actually work through clothing as well. So you can place the brown patch with the tape, you can place that on the pain, and then the white patch, you simply place that somewhere around the pain. So you just start, we use what's called the clock method. We either put it at the 12 o'clock, 3, 6, or 9 p.m., or it could be a.m., or 9 o'clock position, or on the other side of the limb. For instance, if somebody has tennis elbow, for instance, you could place the tan patch on the pain on the elbow, something like that, and then the white one on the other side. And usually, you're going to see, this is going to get the best results normally with, tennis elbow. That's what I find all the time. If it's somebody's knee, I'll place, generally, the tan patch, just the most common method is the tan patch on the lower part of the knee in the front and the white one above it. But you can use the clock method and see where you're going to get the best results. And you can literally move it around, and you can see, as you move it, people are going to be able to see, from 1 to 10, they'll be able to tell you if their pain is going up or down in the best position. It's that effective. There's nothing like this in the market, and LifeWave has, this is a patented technology, so nobody can copy this, and it's available absolutely worldwide. We're shipping to over 108 countries, and so it's really exciting that we've got such a strong foundation with LifeWave. And for 15 years, we've had customers building, sharing this product, getting great results, and sharing the products. We haven't really been, an opportunity-driven company. We've been, sort of a customer organically grown company where people are love the product, and they're sharing the product with people they know, and the word is just spread around the world. We're shipping to 108 countries now, and we've really built the foundation, for this worldwide explosion that's happening now with the X39, on these initial 2 patches, the Energy Enhancer and the IceWave. But then, LifeWave then moved, these are sort of, lifestyle patches initially. And then we have one of the next patch that came along. And I'm going to explain, by the way, the phototherapy, how the phototherapy works. But once I'm done, okay? So the glutathione patch, this patch simply, and I'm wearing the patch, by the way, right here on my neck. And the glutathione patch is really, it was the next patch that come out in the area anyway. What this does, and Suzanne Summers made this famous because Suzanne Summers used to get glutathione injections. And when she found out about the LifeWave glutathione patch, simply one patch in the studies were found to elevate the glutathione in the body by 300% within 24 hours. So simply one patch put in the body like this would elevate the glutathione in the body. So there's no glutathione in the patch itself, and none of the patches contain any ingredients as far as no glutathione, and all of the patches contain basically it's a phototherapy technology, so nothing enters the body. So this simply triggers the body to elevate the glutathione, which is produced in the liver and in the lungs. And when we're a child, we have lots of glutathione in all of our cells, and that keeps us healthy, keeps us detoxified. It repairs DNA, it keeps us healthy. It's a body's master antioxidant, which is really important, just to stay young. But as we age, the amount of glutathione in our cells keeps decreasing. We get more toxic and sluggish, and we get more sick. So basically, the study on this showed that one patch in the study, the average increase, putting one patch on for 24 hours, increased glutathione by 300%. And that's not by putting glutathione in the body, but it's triggering the body to elevate glutathione naturally, which is what you want to do. LifeWave is a non-drug method of putting your body in peak performance. So it's improving the production of glutathione, which is going to help keep you young and detoxified. Now, one of the reasons I wear this glutathione every day is I eat a lot of fish. Everybody's exposed to all kinds of chemicals. There's like thousands of industrial chemicals in our air and our water and food. And you want to detoxify on a daily basis. This isn't something that you do once a month or twice a year. Detoxifying is a daily thing. And how do you do that? You want to drink a lot of water, you want to keep active, exercise, and you want to keep up your glutathione levels, which is really important. This detoxifies your cells. And one of the studies on this, by the way, was done where they tested the urine of the people in the study before they put on a glutathione patch, and then after wearing the glutathione patch, they tested. So before wearing the glutathione patch, the heavy metals were pretty low, and so it showed that there was very little heavy metals being sent out of the body as waste through the urine. But after wearing the glutathione patch, the heavy metals in the urine spiked. And so what this shows is that wearing the glutathione patch, it helped to detoxify and put the heavy metals out of the cells into the urine, out as waste. So that's what you want to see. You want to see these heavy metals and toxins leaving the body, and that's what glutathione naturally does when you're healthy, and that's the way it should be. LifeWave then came out with another patch called carnosine, where glutathione detoxifies the cells. Carnosine repairs cells. So this repairs cellular damage. It also helps to build muscle. It even increases strength and stamina. And one of the other things that this does really is it does improve longevity in tests that they've done with mice. So they've taken mice that were literally brothers and sisters, and the mice that were given the carnosine lived 40% longer than those that were not, that weren't given the carnosine. Now, carnosine also is another element that's naturally created in your body. Okay, now you can take carnosine as a supplement, but the best way is to naturally increase the production of the carnosine in your body, and by simply wearing the one carnosine patch, that can do so. So that's another anti-aging product or longevity patch from LifeWave, and this is really exciting. What the next patch LifeWave came out with is the Eon patch, and the Eon patch is something that before X39 came out, this would be the patch that I would have chosen if I could only have one patch. The Eon patch is incredible. There's a really phenomenal story behind this that I share once in a while, but today I'll just tell you one thing, because the story behind this is really fascinating. But I'll tell you what it does. This patch does a lot of things. Putting one patch on the back of your neck, and I've got one on here. I wear this every day. I don't know if you can see that, but basically that patch, what it does is it lowers mental stress. And I love that, because especially before these calls, I like to kind of lower my stress and relax. And I do, it's a great patch to wear every day. It kind of helps you get through the day, without any, feeling stressful. Puts a smile on your face, no matter what. And it also helps to lower inflammation. So one patch has been found to lower inflammation from the tips of your toes to your fingertips. And this is something that just one patch is going to lower mental stress, lower inflammation. When you lower inflammation, it also helps to lower pain too. It also helps to elevate antioxidants in the body naturally. It actually will help increase glutathione, a small amount, not as much as glutathione patch, but it does have some impact on raising the glutathione. And it increases strength. And this is really exciting because, the energy enhancer pads, this is found to actually increase the energy and stamina by about 20%. But now we're finding when people are using both of these together, you know, I have people reporting back to me, they're seeing up to like 50% improvements in the weight they're lifting or the reps after a couple weeks of wearing the two of these. And even just, you know, immediately they're seeing some improvement, significant improvement with the Eon alone. So that's exciting, you know, what we've got going on here with the Eon patch. And it also it increases it helps support the immune system as well. So when you look at this, LifeWave has products here that every one of these products is addressing billion-dollar industries. So we've got something here, you know, behind X39, we have an incredible lineup of products that are, you know, and we're really driving the market, building this market globally, you know, with the X39. That's like leading the charge. Going to mute these everybody's line here. Okay, and so the X39 is really leading the charge. And here's another product that's super, you know, effective, that people love. And this is the Nirvana. Now Nirvana, just like the name says, this is helps to boost your mood. Okay, and we have the Nirvana patch and you take two of these all natural tablets a day, very, very tiny tablets, all natural tablets that help to boost improve your mood. So it's a mood enhancement system. So basically an alternative to drugs. Okay. LifeWave also came out with something called Silent Nights, which is a great patch for sleep. And the silent in that also is because this also a lot of people find that this helps with snoring, but we can't make any medical claims because snoring is kind of a medical claim. But that is one of the things that people are reporting, and that's why the name is called Silent Nights. Okay, so one patch on that gives you great sleep. SB6 Complete. This is a patch that helps with cravings, so it's great, you know, if you're helping to watch what you eat. And also for women that are going through menopause, we're finding that a lot of women are finding that it's helping with their hot flashes. Okay, so many benefits. And one more patch, and then I'm going to get into the X39, which is really the star of the show. The Alavita patch, and this is something that a lot of people are actually using along with the X39, using the Alavita at nighttime and the X39 during the day. This is the X39 package, and this is the Alavita. So a lot of people during the day, they're going to be wearing the X39. I put the X39 on in the morning. First thing in the morning, I put it on below the belly button, just 3 fingers below the belly button. I take it off at nighttime. The Alavita patch, I'll put that on right on, this is the back of the patch here. You can see Alavita. And I just put that right on my third eye. And the reason for that is Alavita, what that does, it activates your pineal gland. The pineal gland is right in the middle of the brain. It's a very small gland, and it's shaped like a pine cone, which is why they call it the pineal gland. And there's a lot of history behind that. It's definitely worth looking up. There's some belief that is, you know, the human beings, you know, spiritual connection to God. But it also helps to release many anti-aging substances into the body, including, by the way, melatonin, among others. And when this melatonin is actually also released and produced in the pineal gland, and when that's released, that is one of these anti-aging substances that help improve the skin. And there are studies, by the way, you know, quite a few studies that show that melatonin is it does help repair and rejuvenate your skin. And that's, I think, what's you know, a lot of what's behind, you know, basically the history of getting a good night's sleep is also you know, that has a lot of connection to looking good, like beauty sleep, you know, etc. So it's important to get beauty sleep with the Alavita, and then with the X39, this also offers many benefits for beauty and also for our health and staying active as well. The X39 patch is something that Many of you that are on this call probably are aware that the X39 patch is sort of the tag name of that is activating stem cells. And so the X39, what it does, it elevates this peptide in the body, which is a peptide in our body naturally. As we're a child, you have 100% of this as you're a child, and basically, if you have an injury, what happens is your body releases this peptide. It's called GHK-Cu. That's the peptide. We'll just call it GHK. And this is a copper peptide. And what that means, by the way, is that GHK has an affinity, or sort of it has a magnetism to copper, which is millions of times greater than any other peptide. There's a lot of peptides in the body. Peptide's a protein, but it has an attraction to copper. So when you have copper in your diet, it will attract itself to that. It'll latch itself onto it, and it'll pull it out of your blood. So it actually provides a natural balancing for copper in your blood, because if people have, there was a study done where there was people that were given injections of copper, which were like 50 times the recommended daily allowance. And what they found was within 4 hours, their serum copper actually dropped down to normal levels within 4 hours. So, and what was happening is, so your body has this natural mechanism for balancing copper, and when you're elevating this copper peptide in the body, what happens is it latches onto this copper, and it helps, and it takes it out of the blood, so it's out of your serum copper, but now it's basically, you have the storehouse of this GHK copper peptide. So if you have any kind of an injury, your body then releases this GHK copper peptide. It goes to the site of the injury. The copper then is released, and it kills any infection in the site of the injury, and it also activates the stem cells at the injury and repairs the damage at the site of the injury. Another thing that's really exciting is that if your body is low on stem cells, the GHK has the power to turn your body's, your skin's stem cells, which are specifically stem cells designed to repair your skin, but it can convert those into stem cells that can be used to repair any organ of the body. Now, stem cells can repair anything from your brain to your heart, to any organ in your body, to your skin, you name it, to your joints, etc. So when you can tap into this unlimited source of stem cells by tapping into your skin stem cells and converting them into stem cells that can be used to repair any organ of your body, that's really powerful. There's no need to go out there and get stem cell injections when you can actually increase the amount of stem cells in your body by elevating the GHK. And not only that, GHK, this copper peptide, another thing it does is that it increases the growth factor in your stem cells, which what that means, it makes them more potent. So it makes your own stem cells more potent, and it also renews them. So it repairs the DNA in your stem cells as well. So we have something here that this technology, no other company in the world has anything close to this. There's companies out there spending billions, or countries, I should say, spending billions of dollars all around the world. There's literally hundreds of billions being spent on stem cell research over the next 10 years. But there's no company that has any technology to do what LifeWave does by elevating the GHK copper peptide that first of all activates your body's own stem cells. It will reset and renew them at a younger state. It increases the growth factors, so it makes them more potent. It taps into your body's own stem cells, providing an unlimited resource of stem cells for any purpose. There's nothing like this in the industry, in any industry and LifeWave has the only technology, their patented phototherapy technology. It's the technology in a patch, wearable technology. We're not selling patches. We're selling LifeWave phototherapy technology that took 5 years and $5 million to develop at the National University in Ireland, of Ireland in Galway. Now, this is a world-leading stem cell research facility, and LifeWave's David Schmidt, the founder and CEO, worked in collaboration with this university in developing the X39 stem cell patch. So this is something that is, you know, if LifeWave had just come up with this technology and had just rolled out, you know, and introduced this patch, there'd probably be a lot of skeptics out there. But the fact that LifeWave has been in business 15 years, and the fact that you know, our technology is patented, over 80 clinical studies, and you know, testimonials around the world with our technology, and now with all of that you know, research and studies and technology and patents and everything behind LifeWave, and you know, tens of thousands of customers using our products. Now LifeWave's rolled out with the X39, and we are seeing not only you know, just we're getting thousands of people now that are, you know, around the world. This was only introduced to the public in January, and people are writing in from around the world and posting online. You can find so many new posts, you know, all over Facebook now, and YouTube, and etc. If you search for X39, it's amazing the kind of things that people are experiencing, and we can't even talk about most of them because we can't make medical claims. But you know, the X39 itself, you know, we're not selling a patch, like I said. The X39, this doesn't have stem cells in it. This is a technology like the rest of our patents, that this is the phototherapy technology that simply helps put your body in peak performance, because when you're born, you've got 100% of this GHK. As you age, by the time you're around 60, the amount of GHK in your body is gone down to about 40%. So you want to elevate the GHK peptide in your body and also elevate the copper in your diet. So it's important to not only elevate the GHK by wearing the X39. You simply put this on in the morning, take it off at night. Typically, the company recommends 12 hours a day, but also you simply make sure you're you know, getting enough copper in your diet. How do you do that? A lot of people don't even you know, realize that copper is very important. And if you're taking zinc supplements, by the way, you want to make sure that people that are taking zinc supplements often are copper deficient. So zinc supplements on their own are not recommended. If you're taking a zinc supplement, it needs to be balanced properly with copper, and also you want to make sure you have a high copper in your diet. So make sure you're eating chocolate. It's a great thing. I love dark chocolate, cocoa, and root vegetables, nuts, and you know, there's a lot of other foods. You can actually go to, I set up a website. It's LifeWave. The website is x39book.com. It's not a book. It's just a guide that you can download. If you go to x39book.com, you can download this free guide that just shows you how to optimize the X39 patch and get the best results. And it basically explains also some of the foods that you can eat rather than taking supplements. You know, simply eating, you know, some good quality foods to help make the GHK that you elevate with the X39, you make that GHK more potent because the GHK is powered by copper. It's called GHK copper peptide for a reason. So you need them both, and that's super exciting. So, you know, if people are copper deficient, by the way, even if they're copper deficient for a week, I mean, it can dramatically lower their immune system. If you're just quickly, if you're low on copper, there's different things associated with copper deficiency, like Alzheimer's, osteoporosis, gray hair, arthritis, even rheumatoid arthritis is associated with being copper deficient, and also emphysema and COPD. And I mentioned before, your body stores copper and GHK. So if you elevate the GHK, you're always going to have like a storehouse of copper in that GHK as well. That's not kept in your blood, so it's not elevating your serum copper levels. So this is super exciting when we've got something here, a drug-free way of staying young. And one of the things that the GHK does, by the way, is well, let me just back up here. I want to mention to you that, I don't know if everyone on this call knows about stem cells, but stem cell treatments are you can go out and you can get stem cell treatments in North America, but what they're doing in North America is simply take, there's some clinics, this is not anything approved by the FDA or Health Canada. What they're doing is they simply take out your own stem cells out of your blood or out of your bone marrow or out of your fat. They process those and then re-inject them back into your joints or wherever it is, whatever it is you're trying to fix. That sounds like a great idea, but it's also not 100%, and it's not 100% without risk. There are people getting great results, but not everybody, and there are people that have had negative side effects from getting stem cell injections in that method. And that's really why the X39, just by elevating this GHK that's going to do all these things to improve activate your body's stem cells, make them more potent, etc. That's really the answer. If I read an article in Forbes magazine about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and the title was, I'm a stem cell researcher. This is why I'm not going to inject myself with stem cells anytime soon, because basically everybody out there, whether they like it or not, is in, if they're getting stem cell injections of anywhere, they are part of this sort of massive clinical study, whether they know it or not, because the long-term results of the stem cell injections are still unknown. And why do you think, Europe, they just dedicated, they committed now to spend $120 billion on stem cell research between now and 2027. That's because we still need to do a lot of research, okay? Why get involved in something that's invasive, where there's risk, and especially when you've got something, alternative, which is a better technology than stem cell injections, when you can take your own stem cells and renew them at a younger state, make them more potent, and also tap into that resource of stem cells as well. So by activating your stem cells, by elevating the GHK copper peptide, why do that? Or why get injections when we've got a much safer method? And this is also, when you get stem cell injections, these are things that can cost thousands of dollars or tens of thousands. You can fly to Panama, and Joe Rogan talks about this on YouTube. He's done some. So he's basically interviewed some people, basically some Hollywood stars that flown down to Panama, and they get stem cell injections, 5 days intravenous. They stay at the Hilton Hotel for 5 days, and it costs them only $27,000 US for 5 days. Well, that's great for people that have an unlimited budget, but for those of us that are looking for something that's more economical and safer, I would say we've got the answer, and we've got something that's patented. It's available worldwide with LifeWave, the X39. The other thing is, just a sec here. Let's see. Okay, so the other thing is with the X39, this is not a one-time treatment. This is a patch that you can wear daily. So you simply put this on the back of your neck or below the belly button, and using phototherapy, what this does, it's going to activate, it's going to elevate this GHK. So this is something that on a daily basis, it's going to be activating your stem cells. So why, go for injections and have to go do something that needs to keep being, repeated and can cost thousands or tens of thousands of dollars when you can wear this wearable technology with LifeWave on a daily basis and be getting these ongoing benefits. And it's not limited, by the way, to stem cells, because the GHK peptide, what it does, it has been found to repair DNA as well. And not only repair DNA, but also reset DNA, like I said, at a younger state. Now, this peptide was discovered in 1973 by Lauren Picard, PhD. And here's a book he wrote, and it's the title is GHK Copper Peptides for Skin and Hair Beauty. And why does it say for skin and hair beauty? Because basically, with this copper peptide has been found to, here, let me read what's on the back of the book. Okay, this is the best way. Rebuild your skin and hair, tighten loose skin and thicken older skin, improve skin firmness, elasticity, and clarity, reduce fine lines, depth of wrinkles, and overall appearance, smooth, rough skin, reduce photo damage, mottled hyperpigmentation, skin spots and lesions, improve overall appearance, increase hair growth thickness, and enlarge hair follicle size. So that's on the back here of the book, and that's basically the result from the studies of elevating or increasing the GHK for the skin. So what's a better way the best way to improve the skin? Well, that's by elevating the GHK copper peptide in the body. That's not by putting on some kind of skin creams on the outside. So another thing is that, okay, and regarding the skin, by the way, so there's some studies, what they found is that the GHK increases the circulation in the skin. So when that's happening, so if you're the GHK, if it's activating your stem cells, making them more potent, and now it's increasing the circulation in the skin. So what's going to be happening is as well, those stem cells are going to have more access to your skin, to repair your skin, to help rejuvenate it, like the benefits that I just read. Another thing is we're finding that people that are elevating their GHK are also finding when you're increasing the circulation in your skin, that's also going to improve your hair. So the studies they found with GHK is also that it increases the hair follicle size and the hair shaft, and it even increases the speed that the hair grows. I found that my hair has got thicker since I started wearing the X39, and also it's got a lot darker. I was totally gray on the sides, and now I've got, it's getting a lot darker. I'm really happy with that. I feel younger, and my skin's improved a lot without a doubt. So there's been so many benefits with this for myself, and I'm not going to get into a lot of testimonials right now, no time for that. But my knee I cracked my kneecap up the middle a few years ago. I couldn't run or use an elliptical or treadmill. And after using the X39, by my 4th week, my knee, I was out of pain, and I haven't had any pain. I've been using elliptical and treadmill ever since without pain. So it's done some amazing jobs with my knee by activating my stem cells using the X39. So I'm super excited about that. My wife, by the way, just quickly, she had an autoimmune disease she was diagnosed with back in 2017. She was in so much pain. Her joints were swollen. She couldn't wear wedding rings anymore. She couldn't even turn door handles, take a cap off a bottle of water, or even pick up a glass of water like this with one hand. She had to just palm it. She could barely, she couldn't even get out of bed on her own. I had to lift her out of bed. I had to dress her, bring her down to the couch. I was making breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was doing the housework, doing the shopping, everything, and researching, trying to find a solution to my wife's problems ever since 2017. She was in pain day and night. And the day we got the X39, I put that in her hand, and she had immediately, she had benefits. She felt within about 5 minutes, she felt, some pain relief and more strength, and she was in tears. 25 days later, my wife was fully recovered. All her symptoms were gone from this autoimmune disease. It was a crippling disease that she had, with her joints, swollen, painful joints day and night. And after 25 days with wearing one patch under her belly button every night, in 25 days, all her symptoms were gone. Her pain went down from a 10 to a 2, and she was back cooking, cleaning, shopping, buying new clothes, driving again, and helping, her mother driving to her mother's place every week. So we've got something here, and also her other things in her life have improved as well. Her hair is getting darker too. Her eyesight's improving. So many things. We're feeling, 20 years younger. So this is super exciting. My daughters also, this isn't just for old people. I'm 58, my wife's 60, but our daughter's 28, and she started using LifeWave patches when she was 14. But it wasn't until X39 and she saw the power of X39 and what happened with myself and my wife that she began to, and she also was getting phenomenal results, working out at the gym and just amazing benefits that way. But what she found was that her skin started improving, and after wearing the X39 now, like this has been like 8 or 9 months, her boyfriend told her she looks like 10 years younger, and that's great because her boyfriend is younger than her, and also her hair has got a lot thicker. Previously she was wearing foundation. She also, and she doesn't use that anymore. And also she was getting, using extensions on her hair to, thicken her hair. And she doesn't need that anymore. Her hair is so much thicker. So we've got something here that's so exciting. So not only just for people, when you talk about stem cells, a lot of people think, well, that's just for people with bad knees and joints and things like that. But it's really, when we're talking about X39, we're talking about really everything to do with not only your health and fitness, but also sort of the vanity side as well, improving your skin and hair, which is super exciting. Let's see here. So what can stem cells repair? They can repair every organ in your body. I think I mentioned that. Okay, so I just want to make sure I've covered everything. Back to the book here. I want to mention here that Loren Picard, the bottom of the book, Loren Picard, PhD, it says resetting your genes to youth today. Resetting your genes. So this is far surpassing stem cells. So this isn't just activating stem cells. Of course, we talk about that because that's what we talk about with the GHK. That's like the buzzword these days, stem cells. But but this GHK, it's known as the holy grail for regeneration and in the health circles for good reason. And this was, I don't know if I mentioned this, it was discovered by Loren Picard back in 1973, and he made it his life's mission to study this, and it's been studied in universities all around the world. If you go to Google, by the way, go to Google and search for GHK-CU, or just type in GHK copper peptide. The first thing that's going to come up is the Wikipedia page. And if you pull up Wikipedia page, you'll see summaries of all kinds of studies there from A to Z. And what you're going to find, in addition to a lot of these things that I've been talking about, you're going to find the fact that, and really there's been a lot of late studies that are finding that it's resetting the genes and in people's bodies. So the research they're finding from many universities established that GHK controls or affects 6,000 human genes. So this is, and at the top of the back here, it says, retune your gene piano to health. Just as a piano needs to be periodically fine-tuned to maintain melodic balance, studies suggest that GHK-CU tunes gene expression to a healthier, younger state. So we're, like I said, this is stem cell activation and much, much more. So that's why this is, we're not talking about replacing stem cell injections. We're talking about really, not something far superior to that. There's a lot of other benefits to this. I really don't have time to go through them all, but I will read a couple things on the back on the book here. Talks about fighting pain and anxiety. Talks about repair damaged DNA at a cellular level. I mentioned renewing your stem cells. Well, as we age, our stem cells also age, so they're not as effective. When your stem cells repair, injuries in your body, they're not repairing it properly. You end up with scarring. We have people that actually are, after using the X39, that they have scar tissue, they have old scars, scars going back years, that after elevating the GHK using the X39, that those scars are disappearing. It's amazing. And you can see some of these on LifeWave's their Facebook page. If you check out LifeWave's website, there's testimonials, there's pictures, there's a lot of this information out there. And be sure to go to YouTube, youtube.com, and in the search, type in LifeWave Corporate. You'll find all kinds of videos and a lot of information there as well. Okay, so one other thing I want to mention is that, okay, so it also mentions here that the GHK causes adult stem cells to produce more growth factors. Remember I said it makes your stem cells more potent. So why get, and even these people that are getting their own stem cells taken out and re-injected by these clinics that are running around North America, basically, excuse me, what they're doing is they're taking out aged stem cells out of people and putting aged stem cells back in. Well, when you're elevating the GHK in your body naturally, you're causing your adult stem cells to produce more growth factors. You're making them more potent as well, besides repairing the DNA and resetting them at a younger state. So this is so much more. Another thing is that this GHK, and this is probably one of the most exciting things that the GHK does, it strongly suppresses NF-κB, okay? And what the NF-κB is, it's the molecule believed to be the primary cause of the diseases of aging, okay? It strongly suppresses the molecule believed to be the primary cause of the diseases of aging. That's exciting. Okay, this is why I will never go a day for the rest of my life without wearing the X39. And I can tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of people living longer, healthier lives because of that. Not only that, more active lives, more pain-free lives, and they're also going to be looking younger. There's you can see lots of pictures and testimonials, and it's growing all the time, of people that are looking younger, their hair is getting darker, their skin's improving. It's super exciting, and that's why this is taking the company by storm. And LifeWave, we're ready to take this company to be, LifeWave's ready to take this company to be a $1 billion company. And I mentioned that, just a sec here, want to make sure I've covered everything. Okay, so so LifeWave, I mentioned that we're shipping to 108 countries, and basically in 15 years, what LifeWave has been doing, we've been building the foundation, to take this company to be. This is not just going to be a $1 billion company; it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. And you probably think, this is hype, but if you understand just the stem cell industry globally and the magnitude of that, and you look at not only that, but everything else that LifeWave, that the X39 patch alone does, not to mention all the other patches that LifeWave has that are life-changing on their own, but just the X39, the other benefits it has, we're talking about something, a multi-billion-dollar potential with LifeWave, and we have a company that's established now, that's had the time to build the infrastructure. They have multilingual customer service, and actually, in Ireland, in Galway, Ireland, and they have 40,000 square feet of manufacturing space with recently updated high-speed manufacturing equipment that can produce over 1 million 30-day packs of patches every month. So we're talking about, and that's just, and that can be increased. So that can even be triple. So we're looking at the current capability to produce 1 million 1 month supply of the LifeWave's phototherapy packs a month. So there's, with a lot of companies, they go into momentum and they can't handle the growth. LifeWave's had the chance to build the infrastructure. They've been building everything. They have all of our videos are produced in multilingual, like we're talking about 9 languages. Our website's in 9 languages. We have multilingual live customer service. We have fulfillment centers in 9, actually now in 12 countries around the world. We even just opened up 28 countries in Africa. We recently opened up Japan. We have our meeting coming up here July 20th, our first launch meeting in Japan. The growth there is hyperbolic. We've got, we recently opened up Philippines last year, Indonesia, Singapore this year. We're expanding so fast around the world, and this is definitely the place to be with LifeWave, because this is going to be a tsunami, because as the word of what's happening with X39 continues to get out there, our growth continues to grow and grow and grow. I've been paid by LifeWave for the last 15 years. LifeWave's been paying into my bank account for 15 years. But, LifeWave's been a very sort of, like I mentioned, sort of very slow. We've been very, very happy and content sharing the product, to, literally tens of thousands of people around the world, but it's mainly been customers. Now we're starting to track network marketing leaders and entrepreneurs and people that see the light, that want to spread LifeWave, and they just want to really share, the benefits of LifeWave with people around the world. And this is starting to really become a mission. It's becoming a cause for people, and it's also generating a lot of income. My income has grown multiple times, and we've only just started. We only just released this to the public in January. The first patches, that were made available, by the way, just on a test basis, initially to LifeWave members, and we couldn't even buy them. We could only get them through promotions. This was last July when we first started, to have these available to us through promotions. And when I first started using the patch, the X39 was July 14, myself and my wife and my daughter. Well, since then, we've never looked back, and the growth has been phenomenal. And I just want to say that LifeWave has been really preparing for this growth, and like I said, building this foundation. So you can rest assured, planting your flag with LifeWave is definitely a safe place to be. And I'm really happy. I'm very happy about that. And that's why I've stuck with LifeWave so long. I believe in their technology, and it's been life-changing for me, going right back to the IceWave patch. Okay, so want to make sure I haven't missed anything. We've got want to mention here quickly. We're at 1 hour, but I just want to quickly, just maybe 5 minutes, talk about our compensation plan. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I want to say a couple things. I want to mention that how easy it is to get involved in this business. We're not, with LifeWave, we're not front-end loading people. You can get involved with LifeWave for $25, and LifeWave will give you a website. So you could get lifewave.com / your username for $25. That's your starter fee. You can join anywhere in the world, 108 countries right now. And no matter where you are in the world, you can take your website, your own replicated website, your own private website that's identified to you. If anyone goes to that website and buys product or joins, they're connected to you. Now, if they buy the X39, for example, the retail price of X39 for a month's supply is $149. And that's, you know, a phenomenal value compared to the thousands and tens of thousands of dollars that people are paying for an inferior technology, you know, getting stem cell injections. So we're talking about something here that's priced for the masses globally. But not only that, as a member, you can actually purchase the X39 patches for $99.95. So, but if somebody comes to your website and they buy, as a retail customer, they buy the X39 for $149, LifeWave will pay you directly, no matter where you are in the world. They will pay into your LifeWave pay card, which is a Visa branded pay card. And you can use that as a Visa card for purchasing. You can even use it at your LifeWave site for purchasing product. So even if you don't have enough money to buy product today, you could refer people to the LifeWave, to your LifeWave site, earn some $50 commissions, a couple of commissions, a couple of $50 commissions by referring them to purchase the X39. You could then log in and you could purchase for $99.95 as a member, you could purchase X39. So we've got ways that no matter where you are in the world, if you're in US, Canada, in Africa, Europe, anywhere, or in Asia, no matter what country you are, no matter what the economic status is of the country or yourself, you can get involved and start making money and start using the LifeWave product. So there's no excuses. But the beauty with LifeWave is you can also build a business that's not just about retailing. So if you refer people to LifeWave and they join as a starter pack for $25, you know, as they build a business, all that volume is going to be credited to you, and I'll explain that in a second. But we have different packages, so people can join LifeWave, and most people want to try our products, and they want to definitely, you know, try the X39. And I don't recommend just trying X39 for 30 days. This is a lifestyle product. This is something that you want to elevate the GHK, activate your stem cells, because stem cells, you know, can go to work, you know, right away, and you can start to see benefits, you know, as your stem cells are increasing in your body, you can start to see benefits in days or weeks. But, you know, some people, you know, well, definitely, you're going to see continual benefits that keep growing and keep happening for months to come. And just like myself and my wife, you know, we didn't even, you know, we started to see improvements in our eyesight, in our skin and our hair, you know, that kept improving, you know, several months after we began. So this is a patch that you want to, you know, have, you know, people are going to keep buying. It's not a one-time thing. It's not something that people want to try just quickly. So I guess my point is that you could get started and purchase the, you can refer someone to LifeWave and they can buy what's called a bronze pack. So for the starter fee and the cost of one pack at wholesale, which is $99, for $125, they can get one pack with a starter fee included. When you do that, LifeWave pays you a $15 product introduction bonus into your pay card or into your bank account. It's your choice. We also have the next package is the silver pack, and someone can upgrade from any level. You can upgrade from the starter or from the bronze pack to the silver and just pay the difference. On any of our packs, you can just pay the difference to get the larger pack, which the reason you would do that is not to upgrade yourself in the comp plan. It's because you've got such a great value when you're actually purchasing the larger enrollment packages or these packages because they're such a much better value than just logging into your back office and purchasing one pack at $99.95 member price. Because when you, let's say you're at the bronze level, you can upgrade to purchase the silver pack for just the difference between the two packs. So the silver pack is $299. And with that, it actually is giving you 3 packs of X39, so 3 months supply of X39, including the $25 starter fee for $299. And LifeWave will pay you a $50 product introduction bonus right to your pay card or in your bank account This is paid weekly. But somebody can upgrade from bronze to silver and just pay the difference, and they're going to be getting the extra value that they get on the price at the silver, and you would get the difference in the product introduction bonus. The next pack is the gold pack. It's $499. At the gold pack, it's actually the value at wholesale is $595 because you get 5 packs of the X39, 5 month supply of X39, plus they give you a pack of Alavita or any of the other packs for $499. But at wholesale, that's actually $595, and then at retail, it's over $800 in retail. So you've got a great value of product. And when you refer somebody that purchases the gold pack, Lifeway will pay you $100 right into your pay card or into your bank account, paid weekly. And the other thing is that they're not going to pay you they're going to pay you $100 one time for one purchase, of course. The next pack is the diamond pack, and that's $1,595. Now, why would someone buy a diamond pack? Because basically, most people, they'll get started maybe at bronze, silver, gold, and they start seeing the results, and people are excited, and then they start to, they get such a huge demand that everybody wants to buy some products. So what do they want to do? They want to, get some supply of the X39 at the best price. And when you buy a diamond pack or upgrade to the diamond pack, you're actually getting the phenomenal price and of the patches for the diamond pack. So what happens is at $1,595, you get over it's about $2,000 almost worth at the wholesale price of patches. You get 19 packs of X39 plus 1 pack of Alavita or another pack, and then the member price of that is almost $2,000. Well, the retail value is $3,000. So that's a phenomenal deal. And if you refer somebody that buys a diamond pack, Lifeway pays you a product introduction bonus of $200. Or if they upgraded from gold to diamond, Lifeway will simply pay you the difference of $100. And the other thing is that, and this is really sweet, because Lifeway has a special value, a sort of promotion it's a permanent promotion right now. I don't know how long this will last, but what Lifeway will do when you purchase or upgrade to a diamond pack, they upgrade you to the senior director level as far as the product introduction bonus goes. So the senior director level of the product for the diamond is $500. So if you purchase, if you're at the diamond level, and then someone that you refer to the business decides to buy the diamond pack, Lifeway will pay you a $500 product introduction bonus. And can you imagine? The diamond pack only costs you $1,595. If you just referred 3 people and they purchased the diamond pack, that would pay you $1,500. So very close to your initial cost. And if you purchase the $1,595, right there, you're getting $3,000 at retail worth of product. So it's an incredible value. It's a way to make some money initially, in extra money, extra profits retailing, and also for introducing our phenomenal value to new members as well with those introduction packages. So now, the next thing, what happens with all this volume? Well, Lifeway has a 2-team plan. So it's a 2-team binary comp plan, which is the perfect plan for a global company. Because I've referred people, I've referred somebody in Florida, and he referred somebody in New Jersey, referred somebody in Israel, referred some people in Mexico. And what happens is that with this 2-team plan, it pays you to unlimited depth, and all the volume is basically accumulates in your organization as long as you have 55 points volume. And what does that mean? All you need to do is just move 1 pack of patches a month, either purchase or sell 1 pack of patches a month. They could even just go to your website and buy it. and life and you're active with 55 points. So when you're active, all the sales below you to unlimited depth from everyone you referred or who they refer, doesn't matter where that grows around the world, all that accumulates in your left and right team. So you can have in this plan, it's a left team and a right team. And as long as you're active, all the volume is going to accumulate. And as it accumulates, as soon as you just have one person on your right that's active and one person on your left that's active with 55 points, LifeWave will pay you, they pay you, it works out to about 15% of the volume in your lesser leg. That's just a simple way to calculate it without getting into detail. You can look at our website for the detail, but roughly 15% of all the volume in your lesser leg to unlimited depth, and the cap on that is 25,000 per week. So that's the limit on that two-team binary plan on a weekly basis. The limit on that is 25,000 a week, and you only need two teams, a left and a right. Anyone you refer more than your first two people, they would fall under your first two people, or under whoever they refer, etc. So it's really the best plan for building for building teams, for building a global business. And not only that, when you join under whoever you join under as a sponsor and as an upline, let's say if you join on the right of your sponsor. Well, if you're on the right of your sponsor and your sponsor is on the right of his sponsor or her sponsor, and that sponsor is on the right of his or her sponsor, all of those people, when they sponsor somebody on the right, all of them would fall down at the bottom of your right leg. And they would all benefit you and the people below you as well that you brought in. And guess what? All of that volume, no matter if it came from people above you or below you, as long as it was placed below you, and on your left or right team, all of that is going to keep accumulating, and you're credited for that, and you benefit from that in the two-team plan. So it's really a powerful plan. And not only that, LifeWave offers a matching bonus, and they have 65% total matching bonuses. So on all your personally sponsored people, LifeWave pays a 25% matching bonus. So you can qualify to earn 25% on all the people you personally sponsor, and no matter where they fall. So you can only have two people front line to you, but you could sponsor 10 or 20 people, and they would be down either in your left or right teams. And all of those people are considered front line to you by line of sponsorship. And so anyone you personally sponsored, LifeWave pays you 25%. You can qualify to earn 25% of their weekly binary commissions. And that can, and there's no limit, by the way, to what you can earn on the matching commission. So 25% on your personally sponsored, and then whoever they personally sponsor, you can earn 20% whoever they sponsor in their weekly commissions, and then whoever they personally sponsor, which is your third level by line of sponsorship, you can qualify to earn 20% of their weekly commissions, binary commissions as well. So incredibly powerful plan, and this is super exciting. I am more excited about LifeWave today than I ever have been in 15 years, and we are definitely taking the world by storm, changing lives, improving lives, giving people energy, less pain, and putting more money in their pocketbook, and really with a stable company that's been around. Most companies don't even make it 2 years. LifeWave's been in business almost 15 years in network marketing, and we've got our cruise, by the way, our 15th anniversary cruise is coming up in November, and there's still time right now even to get on board with that with those cabins on our cruise. That's our anniversary is coming up for November 10th. So thanks everybody for joining me. I am going to open this up. This call's recorded. I'll kind of cut it off here on the recording, but I'm going to open it up. If anyone has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and please speak up. Thank you. And if not, we can all have an enjoyable Memorial Day weekend if you're in the United States. Anybody have any questions, or would you like to give maybe a testimonial? Anything at all?
I have a question.
Hi, Katie.
Um,
Sure.
Hi, I just really want to know, this was a great call for all your explanations about everything. Are we able to get the recording somewhere?
Yes. Luckily, I recorded it this time.
Yeah, I saw
So that's okay. I had somebody asking a question there. Sorry. Yeah. So it'll be up on, if you go to YouTube and then you uh, type and you search on YouTube for frequency patches, one word. Our YouTube channel comes up at the top. I'll be putting it there, and I'll be posting it there by the end of the day today. So you'll be able to share this anywhere. Share that link.
Thanks so much.
Welcome. Thank you. Oh, and I had a question as well. And the question was, is the matching bonus 25% plus 20% plus another 20%? And yes, it is. So that's a total of 65% matching bonuses. It's 25, 20, and 20. Okay. Any other questions or testimonials? Scott, you unmuted yourself. Did you have anything to add or anything to say, or did you just jump on the line?
No, I'm a new jumper on the line, Mr.
Oh,
Jumper,
okay.
but
I'm a
very
jumper.
excited about. We think X39 is just an unbelievable product, and that LifeWave is structured to grow unbelievably. I've spent 34 years as an investment banker, and all my clients that I've showed this to are laughing. They want to know when they can buy the stock. I said, I don't think we're quite there yet, but it looks like it's just an unbelievable opportunity and a way to help a lot of people. And as you've expressed quite eloquently, somebody for as little as $25 could become the next big producer, or next big, whatever the word would be, but next big member.
Exactly. The top earners probably haven't even joined yet.
Oh, no one knows about this. I mean, it's
Right.
shocking how when you look at the lists, and I mean this lovingly, I'm sure we've got people listening all over the world, but when you look at the list of the top producers, I don't comprehend the languages that most of their names are written in. So, I don't think a whole lot of people. I don't think a whole lot of people in the United States or in North America have figured this.
That's right.
Out
Absolutely.
yet. So fortunately, we all have, and thanks to people like you, we're able to get this information passed out. And I never thought in a million years I'd even look at a multi-level marketing type thing. And I think this is multi-level marketing on steroids. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Scott.
Okay, yeah, I came on by accident, but I'm glad I did.
Awesome. I'm putting this recording online, so you'll be able to access this on our YouTube channel.
Hey, David, this is Judy Stark.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, I wanted to share with the people that are still on. I don't know if you know this about me, even though we've met personally at the conference in Los Angeles back in March, but I was a small business advisor for the government, for the United States government, through their program called SCORE. And I have belonged to other MLMs. I've gotten burned by them. And then through this training through SCORE, I learned a lot about what to look at at any kind of business startup. And so I focused, of course, on MLMs, multi-level marketing, and you can find all kinds of reasons why not to join an MLM. But what I found with LifeWave is that it has two components. It's an experienced company with a product that can't be duplicated, so there's no saturation in the market at all, and it's based on innovation. So those are the three reasons why someone would want to join LifeWave, for those three reasons, because it is a ground floor opportunity with a 15-year-old company.
Absolutely. That's very well shared. Thank you, Judy. Anyone else have anything to say? We're getting some great contributions here. Okay, well, thanks for joining me, everyone.